First, we need to free our minds. To assert our independence, we have to be self-conscious of ourselves and free ourselves from the notion that someone else should be telling us what to do, that we cannot of ourselves pursue our own endeavors. So I think consciousness of self is important. And let me illustrate what I mean. In the current geopolitical environment, very difficult one and complex for all of us, one of the big issues has been and is critical minerals. African leaders have not developed a strategy together on how we will address critical minerals. And yet a large part of those critical minerals are found on the African continent. Why don't they get together and develop a common approach to how we will deal with the rest of the world on this important attribute, just as the Gulf nations have done with respect to oil by forming OPEC and having it as a price-setting mechanism that directs both the production, how much is in the public domain, and what the sales volumes would be, as well as the price. Why are we not doing that? It's because I see the platinum in my country as a South African resource. I don't see it as an African resource. And yet, so much of the platinum wealth is found on this continent. So until we develop that notion and clear idea that we are responsible for our destiny, and that to be responsible means you plan, means you have a strategy. You know, you don't just wake up day to day and just meander along. You actually consider, what are the strategic issues of the day? How do we manage them most appropriately? And how do we address them together? So let's get our mind out of the hands of the oppressed. We're very able at allowing someone from across the sea to come and tell us what to do. Why do you have some of our presidents signing peace agreements in front of a president who's hostile to Africa? And yet we cannot sit on our own and agree to end conflict. Why are we behaving like children who must be told by someone what they should do? So I think as Africans, we should be offended by such conduct by our leaders and call on them and say we expect better. This is why I'm saying citizens must monitor what is happening far more carefully and not just be ready to allow themselves to be directed by governments that are corrupt, that are just stealing the public money and not investing in the development of their countries.